Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at my girlfriend's Farsia build from that build night. And you guys can tell, it's a little bit different than when we took a brief look at it last time. I did in fact find some clear plastic rods from my MG Strike Freedom and went ahead and hooked that up. Plus I put her in a really cool pose. Now Mitchell, this is to you. If this had been a better setup, then I think that probably would have got more points that night, huh? Just saying. Posing game is strong with this one. But we're going to take a look at her specifically in a second. Let's go ahead and look at the box first. Okay, so we have the awesome Age box here. So you got HG Gundam Age. You have the Farsia right here. You got her flowers of doom flying all around the place there. I think that's Zetas, if I remember correctly, right there. And then of course Age, 1/4 scale Farsia. I kind of want to get another one of these to actually have my own and paint it and stuff, because this is a really neat kit. Just playing with it for the last like half hour or so, trying to prep just for this. I'm actually really excited. I actually do like this kit. So you got Bandai logo down here. Let's go ahead and look down here, and you got fun to build gunpla. That's funny. So, runners. You got obligatory front and rear shot right there. Action armaments. You got her flying on that. The cool thing is the actual little pod will actually mount to an action base. We might take a look at that. We might not. We'll see what happens. Then, okay, you come over here. You've got weapons. She's got a weird palm sword. You got what I guess is pointing at a visor. Different hands. These little flowers is. And clear plastic rods that don't come with this thing. Or at least as far as we knew, did not come with that. Which, it probably says something about it right there. Then you got some cool storage for things here. And just an image of her nice and posed. Now, it would have been nice to have the proper size rods because those are way too thick. So come over here. You got Farsia. Number 20 in the line. And then BandaiHobby.net. Go over here. A little read up on that. I can't read that because it's in Japanese and I'm not. Is there any actual number data? Nope. Okay. And then you got a little cool image right there fighting against the Age 1. Yes, the Age 1. I couldn't tell. Then you got a little warning there. So do not stick these flowers in your 3-year-old's face. It will kill them. You got another little warning there. 1,200 yen. Nice, affordable kit. Now, I don't know. Ah, yes. Illustrated by Morishita Nawachika. You can't even see that, but it's in there. We love your work. But unfortunately, even the pretty little flower fairy there is upside down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the kit. And here we have Farsia just standing here. Because, of course, she wasn't really in a display or anything. But just looking awesome in these, multicolored pinks. It looks almost white, but it's definitely a very, very light pink. And I love this thing. I really, really do. Something about these small feminine kits that get a lot of posability and a lot of character just out of just what they are. And I dig it. I mean, it's the same thing for, like, the Gian Archer and the Nobel. Just immediately come to mind. Smaller, more feminine suits. And this thing is just really cool. When I saw it in the original show, I thought it was a really weird kind of gimmick, but then it's just so interesting. Like, she kicks a lot of ass with her flowers. Now, I can't remember. It's showing her as a young girl there. I don't actually recall that. I think they may have been forcing her to fight. I don't remember all of those details. But I do know this thing is super sweet. Now, mind you, I didn't build this thing, so I don't know a whole lot of the details of it. I do know that my lovely girlfriend did a pretty good job assembling this thing. Maybe some, nub rash somewhere in there. Armor all looks really good, though. She did a really good job. It was the first real Gundam kit in a little while, and one she had never even seen before. So this thing is cool. Now let's look at some accessories. So of course she does come with a couple different sets of hands. You get the open palm hand and the closed palm hand. There's not a whole lot going on. And they aren't really left or right because she basically has 2 thumbs on each hand. So it doesn't even matter. But the cool thing is you do get a weapon in the palm. So a little slightly posable little gun there. That's pretty neat. And of course, like I said, goes on either hand. Now she does get her sword. Now one weird thing about the vegan suits, they always have swords coming out of their hands. So yeah, you can just tilt the cannon right there and plug it in like so. And it's just a cool stabby, sword hand. Now you do get weapon storage, because you got a plug right there in the butt, and it becomes a stinger. That's pretty cool. It really does carry on like the insect alien vibe that these guys sort of had going. They tried to pretend to be as alien as possible, and then of course you find out they are pretty much just human. It's fine. God, this thing is so fun, nice and posable. So you got these things. Now, of course, you do get her main accessory. Now, I'm going to be careful with this because these guys want to fall out constantly. So we have the little fairy flower pot here. This thing is really neat. The details are really cool, with the exception of these stupid stickers right here that just kind of fold over. That part is pretty lame, not going to lie. And you do get 5 little flower funnels that can all fly around. Now you should of course have the clear plastic rods. If you have this kit, let me know if yours actually came with them, because this one didn't. We looked everywhere, they didn't exist. Now let's see if I can do this without knocking everything over. So you can separate the actual platform bit here from this cool little base. I really like that. We'll talk about that in a second. But this thing is neat. I like the vents right here. You even got the nice molded in design. It of course looks like a three petal flower. Oh, I knew I was going to knock that off eventually. And then of course you get the little flower funnels, which basically they're flower funnels. They just look like a funnel that is a flower. And the rod does just plug into the back. Now you do have the pegs right there. Can't focus on it, but those pegs right there for her feet. I'll show that off in a minute. You also get a plug for the bottom. That is of course for this stand. But if you don't want to use this stand, you can plug an action base into it. And then if I had the base for this action base, you would have a nice forward flying motion going on there. But for some reason, if you don't even want that, you do get a cool little cover for that hole. I like when they think of these little things. It really does impress me. Come on, get in there. And so, like that, you'd have the whole bottom nice and neat. But of course, it's not going to stand anywhere. So honestly, I don't know why you would do it. There's got to be a reason. Let me go ahead and line that up. I like the way that it's nice and clean. Oh, I didn't talk about the other bit. You already saw it. So underneath here, you've got a few extra spots. So that one right there, line the slot up. Oops. Mind you, these are really tiny parts. Let's plug it right there. And then you can also store your spare hands in here. So you stick the ball joint right in there. And when you are not using the extra hands, they are actually put away under the base. That is actually really, really neat. I like that. Now, I'm going to set these guys back here, and we will look at some closer details and articulation. So it's going to be really, really hard to see. But right through the crack there, she actually does have a green visor. It is a nice little metallic sticker, but there's almost not enough crack. There you go. We can finally catch the light there. It's focusing on my thumb. There we go. But you have to tilt it that far. I like the nice clear plastic chest piece right there. The vegan suits are some of the coolest designs from any Gundam series. I really, really do like them. Now, everything about it. She's got these cool, almost like winged heels there. Like she's got some winged shoes. I really do dig that. That's really cool. I like these big arm cuffs. That's just neat. Now, we didn't have them correct before. I didn't know. I hadn't really gotten a chance to look at this until I started doing this review. So she had these turned this way. No big deal. But they should be kind of like this. Just off the cuff and rotate. And they do rotate fairly nicely off the wrist. It's actually pretty cool. So you can get that nice effect. I do wish these little wingies back here would actually move. They don't. However, this entire backpack does. It's actually mounted very nicely right here. I don't know. It's cool. I don't know why it's cool. It just is. It has stock articulation, since we're talking about that. The head does move. You get some nice downward, upward nod. I don't know if this is supposed to move or if it's coming off. I can't tell. I don't know. I guess technically speaking, this can come off. All I see is a polycap there. I have no idea. But you can't really turn her head. She has this big, long neck right in there. It actually looks pretty cool. Even without this backpack, it would look really neat. Tuck it back down. You got these cool little shoulder armors, and she does just have little captured ball joints. She can rotate all the way around. You can shrug forward, shrug back. You got a hinge right there. Gets her some upward arm motion, so you can get up about that high, and she can get a good little high teacher there. I think something, because she has a double elbow. I just can't get it to work. Hold on. Is that, yeah, that's correct. It just doesn't do anything. Okay, it's not. It was a fake double elbow, guys. It looks like it's a double elbow. It's not. Let me plug that back in. Once again, I didn't build this kit, so I don't know. But I do need to put that shoulder armor back on that just popped off. That would definitely need to be seam-lined. Okay, so you get a fake double elbow, which annoys me. But you do get some incredibly good bend just out of that single jointed elbow. Ball jointed wrist, as usual. She does have some very nice, like, side-to-side rocking action on this hip. She just sits on that ball joint, like, very nicely. Ab crunch, all direction, every direction crunch. It's awesome. I really do like that. Got some cool independent flappy skirts here. I like the way they're turned in a different direction. I almost would have thought they'd be turned inward. Nope, this is how they're supposed to be. It's actually really cool. You do only have a T-joint right through here, but she can rotate. I think. Nope, that actually doesn't rotate. I'm sorry, I don't know. But very good leg articulation. Forward, back, all kinds of freedom. No thigh rotation because, well, there's no thigh to rotate. But a very, very good double jointed knee. Look at that. You guys saw the pose I had her in at the beginning. That is just very flexible. I love this leg armor, guys. I'm really digging this. Now you do just get standard ball jointed feet, but I do like them. Plus, I really like the design. I don't know what it is. Something about that. Just it speaks to me. But then you can totally just plant her on, no pun intended, you can put her on her stand. She just has holes in the heels, very much action figure-y. And you could stick her right on there somehow. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So now she can just stand here and be pretty and menacing and sexy at the same time. I don't know if that's really what she is, but here we go. Put that hand on that hip, girl. Here we go. Hand on the hip. Turn the head just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. She's sassy. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys, for this. And I hope you have enjoyed this. I really do. I really dig this kit. I think it's awesome. Like I said, I might have to get one of my own, give this girl a repaint. But this thing does actually need some custom paint touch-ups. The flowers need work. And like the base down here also needs some work. But that's the kind of stuff that I would do. My girlfriend doesn't really do. But, you know, that's why I'm here. And, you know, had I caught these things the first go-round, she would have been really awesome for the competition. She was really good, don't get me wrong. And I want to show this off because this is how I had to make this fit. Like, because these rods are too thick, I just take the nippers, crunch it up just a little bit so it will fit in one of the holes. And you have holes down here in the base, along with 3 holes actually in the flower pod itself. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you guys actually were at the competition and you want to show off your kits, get in touch with me on Facebook. You know who I am. And, you know, I want to interview you. My buddy Nick was in there. It'd be cool to show off his Force Impulse as well. But yeah, that's it, guys. And I will catch you guys on Master Grade Monday. Have a good weekend.